rest of the setting with bowls, cups, and other smaller platters for their dining pleasure. So,
this is Sonia's frita.
I think it's Ray, and I talked to Sonia, and we need to make a decision as to what it is that I thought before we even decided,
What would we be doing? Yeah. Performances? Dinner? Performances?
Performances.
That's
That's what we're all goofing around with, yeah.
Goofing around with, right?
So,
Performances at Luminaries, getting all ready, the masks and the beautiful
and would we
costumes.
just send out a massive email invitation to people like to come and say hello to you?
here is, it's like a Fellini movie where everybody's a star, especially when you're with her. Actually, we're just co-stars with her, which is fabulous.
The Sojourn again.
Avenue, Kitsilano,
Dancing tonight.
Trafalgar Street. I used to live on to the left. The house still stands. Used to be a grocery store on the corner, but it's gone. The first residence in Kitts is just there. And the second resident in Kitts is on Stephen Street coming up. Right.
There's Evelyn. Beautiful
Celebrating
salmon
Kitts community with her
fish,
inflatable fish.
Charlene, come and look at that fish. Come. Hey, Evelyn. Perfect day for you. Yeah.
You should get some details.
Hey, Jay. Hey, how are you? You look great. I'm holding it down so it doesn't turn into a kite. Just because that's how we like it. Evelyn made it that big.
Did she say popcorn is good?
Yeah.
Roth with us right now. Made it big. And what I mean by that, really big, she's an internationally renowned fabric artist that specializes in creating giant inflatables. And she recalls some pretty artistic times in Kitsilano, and I invite her to the stage now. And we've got a couple interesting things. That's how we do it for time here, Evelyn. Congratulations. Come on up.
Yeah.
Good afternoon in a beautiful, hot, sunny Kitsilano. Kitsilano's been my home for 20 years, the most creative time of my life, from 1968 to 1988. So if some of you saw those large inflatable animals coming out of the house on 2nd and Stevens, they would have come out of the Kitsilano kitchen. And you'll wander over there, you'll see the salmon on the beach, which was gently flapping as the Squamish great big long boat arrived. And they will follow shortly just after me. I'm just going to talk a little bit, and I have a series of costumes, so if there are any little children who would like to put on a salmon costume and fly around. I want to introduce Angela Brown. Angela lives in Vancouver, and she runs all the programs with the salmon and the dragon and other inflatables. And then we have Ray Hughes, visionary dancer, and he does music and costume. So we've got a bag of costumes just to kind of show you the color and the kind of fabric. When I came to Kitsilano, which was on Trafalgar Street, near Fifth Avenue. And it was the beginning of Intermedia, which were all those wonderful multimedia kind of things we did at the Vancouver Art Gallery. And we used to perform wonderful little funny stories at Tatlow Park. We even did a memorial to a dear friend at Tatlow Park. And eventually the inflatables were being produced. I invented the making of these. It's like a patchwork quilt, stitched out of nylon. One of the other important things that happened out of that house and our community in Kitsilano was the West Broadway Citizens Committee. So I have to thank Donald Gutstein, who was my partner at that time. And when you look out here and you only see the 3-level houses and the last remaining high-rises, this was all the action of community action in the 1970s that actually, through City Hall, down-zoned Kitsilano. Otherwise, you would be looking at another West End. So we have to thank, Kitsilano and the community who wanted to live here and to want to know their neighbors and keep the schools and all the kind of social quality that we love. There's some little salmon fishes that Angela's putting out, and they just flip over and you swim in them. And some big people, right? Right. I'm going to give you a few little stories of some of the inflatables that have been made through the years. And a lot of you may know the Western Wilderness Committee that's in Gastown. Western Wilderness commissioned me to do a Bengal tiger. And it was beautifully painted by another artist, Linda Neville. And this tiger actually lives in India. One of them does. The second one comes out for the tiger walk every year in Stanley Park. How many of you have seen the tiger walk?
Can you hold on to Daisy? I'm going to see if she'll go. You can't give up.
The children raise funds for the Bengal tiger, and this money actually is then doubled by CETA Foundation in Canada, and it goes to India to help preserve the environment in which the Bengal tigers live. Another endangered species is the grizzly bear and the marmot that lives up in the mountains up here. When you go out and you see these giant inflatables, the marmot, the grizzly bear, the Bengal tiger, the great white shark, they're all little models and mannequins and story tents. You can sit inside and listen to a story. Angela, in the red, is a wonderful performer and storyteller, and she actually sits inside the salmon, as you see out there on the beach. It'll hold 30 to 40 children, and she tells stories. So through the years, I've been very fortunate to involve my friends, actors, dancers, in the story and animation of the inflatables. I see Mina Imina over there. He's a great storyteller, and he's been inside a tiger or two. Maybe even the coyote. Right.
I haven't seen Mina for a long time.
This is great. Here.
Thank you so much.
That was great. All she needed was some
we're just
encouragement.
getting a few more costumes.
That's
We have
perfect,
lots of little swimmy costumes. And I'm not going to take too much time.
Oh, Ray's got a cool one.
I think that's all I really want to say. So what I want to say is I want to thank Kitsilano and all the people who live here for the support
I could go
and
put
the
one on. Maybe I should
community
put a costume
action
We need
that's
more
happened
people.
through the years and still
Okay,
going
I'll go put a
on.
costume on.
And we'll
Here,
continue
you just have to take
celebrating.
pictures. Here, do you know how to do this?
Oh,
Thank you, Evelyn Roth. Give her a hand, please. Thank you very much.
Do this.
Evelyn, the folks from the Spanish canoe family have arrived.
Buttons until it works.
Give the
I'll go put a
gals,
costume on.
take your bow. You'll take a little bow. There we go. Take your bow over there. There you go. Thank you very much for participating in us this afternoon. Now you say you can play the showboat. You've actually been on the showboat, so there you go. Does it look like Batman, doesn't it? Yeah, okay. And if you're encouraged, you can pop on down to the beach before 6 o'clock on this. Now, I want to invite the folks who have been very patient up there to come on down. Their mandate is to uphold our inherent rights as ocean-going travelers by protecting and preserving the cultural practices of their cedar dugout canoes, promoting hereditary identity, solidarity, and a healthier lifestyle. And I'd like to welcome this time the Spanish canoe family to the stage and offer them the microphones to to tell us a bit more about their canoe.
What was I? Let's get down dirty and boogie here with this costume.
No, it was whimsical in another way. Somebody's discovery, voyage of discovery. You know? I mean, for sure, through various times. So yeah, no, it was great.
There's humor.
Who's the writer?
Oh, I'm the writer. Yeah, I just make sure that
Sorry. But I haven't had any special
Here, this is a historic.
Actually, I saw you at the museum, at the art gallery after that.
Yeah.
Is Ted's partner. Ted is
Oh. What's your name again? Kristen. Kristen. Among others.
Could relate to that in time. So how's the house? Is everything no problems? You can zoom in, right? Noises.
No scurrying. It's so lovely to get it. I'm afraid the scurrying's going to start.
Wow. Oh, for sure. There's just too much story about outside, I guess, now. Oh, yeah.
Schizzolano, the one that's going in the history picture.
Yeah.
Robert's house.
Wow.
That's gone.
Wow.
Robert knows that picture. This is the famous picture that's going in the archives of Kitsilano.
I got that.
You got that one,
Yeah.
remember? Yeah.
It's, you gotta
This
drive
is
by
Rhonda
it.
and the
James.
Jim, who now lives in Seattle.
Lovely.
The ram,
There's no funk in the
Maneki
corner
Neko,
left. It's not a
frog
funky
mother
place
way up
anymore.
there, lobster, and the sap.
Everybody has a story and or a photograph or a memory, and some people stay and check. And I had a couple of people come back and say, "This is into the world." And I mean, this is a really there. It was really great. I think I need to get
Special greeting for Evelyn.
Oh, Evelina! Salmon on the beach. We love you.
Welcome back to Vancouver, Evelyn.
You get picture and story to tell.
Yeah.
Special little greeting
Yeah, yeah.
for Evelyn. What'd she say?
Hi there. Hey, Evelina. It's good to see you. This is old times. Your fish is wonderful. And that against that canoe, I took a wonderful picture of the canoe against the fish.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Fabulous.
Evelyn is a legend of Kitsilano, right? That's great.
He's the coordinator for that.
And I'd like to say thank you very much for making the project so wonderful by sending a story all the way from Australia and for being connected to your community even though you live so far away and drawing so many wonderful artistic people together. Thank you.
Hello.
Happy to have Evelyn here at Kitsilano Beach for the 100-year anniversary with her inflatables, with the salmon and the Squamish Indians, and she did a beautiful job.
Yes.
Oh, sorry. Yes, I'm so happy to be here with all of us and with all the beauty around, the colors, the art, and the friendship from a long time. So I'm very happy, yes, that we are here, this moment. And the sun is shining, actually. The sun is shining.
Here
on the 100th centennial birthday of Kisilano. And I will be here the next 100th birthday centennial. I will make sure I come back.
Let me finish something. Going to 100, I would say I like also the 101. That adds the 2, which on the way creates the 3rd element. Everything else becomes literature.
Directories of those. That is the most beautiful beach there. I found my place. And also, you know, South Australia is a festival.
Oh, thank you.
And we have the World Music Festival in Adelaide 3 days every year. And we do the children's area. You know, we work, so we get all the perks. We get backstage passes and we hang out. Yeah, we hang out.
How was Womack? Good?
Fantastic.
It's good,
It's in the Botanic Gardens, a beautiful shady setting with these giant trees.
In the botanical gardens, oh, it must be
With,
fabulous.
you know, 5 stages. The 2 main stages go.
Same regular groups that were playing Jimmy Cliff.
Yeah, well, right, and the African groups.
The African Labaja.
Labaja and Alpha Blondie this year.
Well, what do you think, Greek? Daytime?
Hey, Ray.
So, greeting for Evelyn.
Yeah, my buddy.
So, how's it been,
Big
Evelyn, on this
reunion.
trip?
Oh, Kitsilano. Here we are. One more time in Kitsilano.
Yeah.
Tad and I are probably one of the longest residents in Kitsilano.
That's right.
Yeah, we met when 1965.
Yeah,
or
in the
somewhere
school.
there.
Oh, in the
School of
university.
Architecture,
Yeah.
UBC.
In
We've
the
known each other.
school.
We were in California in 1968.
Yeah, with the
Tad
Halperns
and I and
the,
Helen Goodwin and Rita with experiments in the environment. Anna Halpern, dancer, Larry Halpern, architect, and Paul Bloom, the Gestalt.
Yeah,
Remember
the
all the rules?
Gestalt guy.
Everybody running around naked.
Get
In
chased out of the
Larkspur, get
town.
chased by a bumblebee. Got run out of. Where would we get run out of that?
with a little tongue in
Mendocino.
Mendocino,
Yeah. We're
California.
getting feared out.
Wow,
Bunch
that's
of
fun.
freaks, they thought.
These people playing with wood and building driftwood structures and draping white fabric in the water, howling at the moon. That was us.
Have you seen Halpern lately?
I know, I saw her go that way and I hadn't seen her go that.
Vicky's starting to dance now in the rumba. Vicky's starting to rumba down under the tree. That's beautiful. Yeah.
Actually, used to have houses when this was a cannery.
This is Lily Point.
Yeah. Indian paintbrush. little point, depending on the markings and the color and maybe the water seeping, he could tell when the salmon were ready to run. The salmon seeps at the beginning of the run. And then Lily Point, this is the gathering of 4 different river systems.
Yeah, well,
Fraser River.
tomorrow, I'm going to borrow that white suit because I'm going to use it for my dance piece. So I'm going to make a mask, white. And I lost this beautiful, I picked up this most beautiful shell. It was a mask, and then silly old me dropped it and it shattered. It was a white clamshell this big.
Today?
And, and the hole, the cut in it was like zigzagging in the boat like this, like you could see through it. And it would have been the whole, face.
Well, we found Aboriginal stuff. When you go out that way, it's just full of it. There's so much stuff. If you look down, there's just tons of stuff.
We are already cooking up a storm. Rice cooker.
Vince down the way, the guy with the trailer, a little further down than my place, got him and cooked them, and I ended up with them somehow or other. Not arguing.
Organic meats and rhubarb from my garden.
Internet access like this, not listen to me right or done.
This was the best garden. I just right out here.
Oh, get it.
I didn't even see her up there.
He's jumping around.
Tropicals in mine now. Purple
All
pineapple,
your pieces. I go, huh?
bananas,
But they're going to take them out in a couple of days. I go, what do you think? She goes,
I don't know. You've got to talk to Terry, because I don't know who's deciding what. That'd be great.
Equity.